Hello, YouTube family. I'm Patty Jackson. I'm your auntie of pop culture. With more scoop comes more curls. You never know what you're going to get when you click on the channel. I'm Patty Jackson. I am your auntie of pop culture. Let's start with the hug because we got some stuff to unpack. Come on. How you guys doing? Certainly hope it's a good day in the Northeast. The weather great because more storms are coming. I had a busy day, but it was a good day. It was a good busy because I was just knock out. We are ready for the girls in the scoop. I'm hearing that Rihanna had her baby. That it's a girl, beautiful, light eyes. She's been pregnant forever. Think about when the Super Bowl was. Right? And I actually woke up this morning and said, where'd you go have that baby? I think she had it and it's a girl. Now, she did birth something, her new Fenty maternity line, going from sizes to XXX to 4X. The maternity line is here, and I think that baby girl is here to join her big brother. I'm sure we'll find out soon. I could see Rihanna pulling a move like this so that she and A$AP Rocky can enjoy that time before the pressure starts with the press and following them around and things like that. But I hear the baby girl is here. Was Lizzo to blame for the canceling of Made in America? Maybe a little bit. And I'm going to say maybe a little bit. Maybe that was the cherry on top of a cake that was being built. I think that Made in America, when they started this with Jay-Z, they moved away from their base. There were no pop acts. There were no rock acts. Well, that's how you started it. It was kind of like a combination for everyone. And nowadays, young kids are not as segregated in mind with their music. They're really open to a lot of music. I think they moved away. I think the ticket sales were low. Then Lizzo gets in trouble, and it was a big blow to the city of Philadelphia. Gosh, it was big news here. And I think because of the restaurants and the hotel business and the money that it brings to the city, for when you have a big show or a big festival, it brings in money. These cities are glad when a Taylor Swift or Beyonce comes through town because they know whatever city that they're performing in, it's going to bring in money. I think Lizzo just played a small part. Now there's more former employees coming forward claiming that she was mean, that she failed to pay them. So it's kind of like a pile-on, and her people are probably wondering, what do you do? How do you fix this? What I was going to say, do you go to Oprah and say, Oprah, I need to sit down and talk with you? Or maybe she has to see the error of her ways. Where there is smoke, there is fire. Where it could be some pile-on. But there could be, maybe she's not as nice as she could be. A lot of people can't handle fame. It's a difficult thing. And for some people, they must practice on being nice. Some people just aren't nice automatically. Now, sometimes they can push you, and you got to throw your hat off like that security guard did down in Alabama. But some people are not good, and it's something they have to work on, coupled with fame, coupled with criticism that she has been getting from day one because she's fat. I've been saying there's a fat phobia in the country. Donald Trump, during one of his presidential campaigns, instead of talking about fixing our country, he wanted to do the name calling, and he called Chris Christie a fat pig. Well, the audience turned on him and said, don't be saying that, don't be saying that. And I think not because they love Chris Christie, it's because stop with the name calling, stop with the fat bashing. Yesterday when I mentioned Raven Simone, liposuction, 2 breast reductions by the time she was 18, and she says all because she wanted people to stop calling her fat. There is a fat phobia, and there's a lot of fat shaming and bullying going on in the country, but I don't think that Lizzo was the main reason. I know they say it was circumstances beyond their control, but they also said they were coming back next year. Watch that lineup be drastically different. Billy Porter is going through a very tough time. He's divorcing his husband, and with his actor strike going on and he can't act, he says he's being forced to sell his home. Now you're probably saying, how, Sway? A lot of people don't know how to handle their money. I really think that in elementary and junior high school, young people should be taught at a very young age how to handle their finances. Then they go and teach the old heads, because so many people don't know how to handle their finances. Billy Porter says, I'm living check to check. Houseway, because he ain't saved up no money. You know, they say you should save at least 6 months worth of money, because you never know, and you gotta save up for a rainy day. Some people are in debt. They're in debt. I was having a conversation with friends, and my debt is like this. It's like people were saying things that I sat there and said, I wouldn't be able to sleep at night. If that was hanging over my head, there's no way I'd be able to sleep at night, because it would make me crazy. And I'm like, we got to get this down. But so many people don't know how to handle their money. And I think this is why. Plus, Billy Porter is going through a divorce. If he didn't get a prenup, you know you want to hide that money. So you'll say, I ain't got no money. So the husband will be trying to get no money. So there are a lot of reasons. A lot of people were shocked when Billy Porter came and said this, and he's blaming it on the actor strike. Rapper Tory Lanez getting 10 years for shooting Megan Thee Stallion in the foot. His family, they're regretting how they acted a year ago in court with the father. The family just really acted out. And sometimes you got to tell your family to chill. Shh. Don't argue with the judge, and do not call the judge a name. 10 years is a harsh sentence. It is. I don't think he's going to do 10 years, but that judge was sending a message. They were sending a message. Do not come in this courtroom clowning. And you can't do that. There were so many lies, and there's so many versions of the story that it really got to be like, what do you believe? What's going on? But Megan did get shot in the foot. Maybe everybody was drunk and it just went wrong. But it really went, I didn't think it would get to this. He would get 10 years. I don't think he will serve 10 years, but that judge definitely sent a message. Well, I predicted this. Amy Robach got a job. Yup. The let go of GMA news anchor has landed a $1 million deal with News Nation. She'll work once a week starting in January on a show called Robach and Company. Now you're saying, what about TJ? Harpo, what about TJ? Where's TJ? They didn't want TJ. They said there was no place for him at this News Nation. I predicted this. I said she gonna get a job. She gonna get a job, but TJ, he gonna have a hard time getting a job. And he was good on Good Morning America. It was the best job that he had, and they loved him there. Because he has a reputation of sleeping with the staff, they're like, we're not bringing that mess over here. Anaconda, you can't come over here. I know y'all saying why I say Anaconda. Now, a lot of people at News Nation, and they got Chris Cuomo, and they got a guy from Fox, they say they don't want to be known as the dumping ground for people who can't get a job at the other networks. Well, News Nation, the way these anchors are racking up, they are. I can't find news. I need somebody to help me. You know, when you get into the streaming and stuff, I always need somebody. I said, how do you find it? Where do you find it? Where does News Nation come up? But they've given Amy Robach a job and nothing for TJ. I wish that he had thought about his actions because he was good at his job. You didn't blow up your marriage. You didn't blow up your career. Was it worth it? Was it worth it? All of that love. Oh, we're in love. Then you wake up and say, oh, damn, I need a job. I knew this would happen. Tyler Perry, go on BET. Come on. Let's build up a news program or something and just say, don't come around here sleeping with the people. Just come here and come to work. I knew this would happen. She gonna get a job. I never worried about her getting a job. And they got these reports there. They're going to be engaged. He got to get a divorce first. Y'all putting the cart before the horse. I hope he can land on his feet with some kind of job because he was good. TJ Holmes was good at what he did. Had Whitney Houston lived, she would have been 60. We're 1963 babies, so that just kind of, you know, could you imagine her life if she had no addictions and she lived to be 60, one of the greatest voices, at least of my generation. But Whitney would have been 60 today. Where are the ladies on The View? They're on vacation. Every August, they go on vacation. People making up all these crazy stories. I said they're on vacation. They'll be back in September. They got to rest a little bit. Now, are the stories about Don Lemon joining The View true? I'm sure it'd be nice, but they're not going to break up that all-female connection no time soon. They'll have male guest stars on it, but that trifecta of the ladies, but they will be back with new shows. Come September, you're going to see all your favorites coming back. And what's interesting about The View with this writer strike, they have to rely on the cue cards. They write everything on cue cards for what they're going to be. They did not miss a beat because we don't even know when this writer or actor strike will end. Give us a thumbs up if you like the video. Leave a comment. Yes, Auntie reads the comments. I always say we can agree to disagree. I'm going to leave it at that. It's not cute not knowing, and now you're going to know. Subscribe to the channel. You should. I'm pretty consistent. Subscribe to the channel because there's always something going on. It's not cute not knowing, and now you know. Thanks for joining me. I'm Patty Jackson. I am your auntie of pop culture.